Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black Girl Flow podcast. We're hoping that you are finishing out the month of September, already seeing the finish line for the end of the year, and that fall is treating you so well. But it's time to get our spooky season on.
It's time to get spooky. It's time to get spooky.
Boo.
Yes, I love Halloween.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You came dressed up as a Halloween costume today.
If you're watching the episode on YouTube or
Call
on
me,
Instagram,
beat me if you want to reach me.
I literally am dressed up as Kim Possible today because it was like just the most comfortable outfit that I had.
But you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for October.
What are we dressing up as?
I don't know. I think I'll probably order something.
We should dress up as
super
white
cool.
chicks. Like the movie?
I am actually going to decline because, yeah. I think last year I really wanted to do Serena Williams and Venus.
Yeah, didn't you do that?
No, I was a Hooters girl.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I was
I
the
already
Hooters.
have my tennis skirt, so.
Oh, you're a little too light-skinned to be one of the Venus sisters. People wouldn't know who you are, honey.
I would have told my mom you bullied me today.
Well, I am excited for October, and I feel like I've just been really trying to stack my bread, stack my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really about to get tapped in for real.
How do you feel about being back on your boss girl-ish?
I think that I'm really excited. For those that don't know, I recently just started a completely new Instagram where I'm going to be sharing all of my lifestyle lessons, like travel
And
diaries.
what's it called?
It's called This Is How We Live.
Wow!
And I'm building it from the ground up. Thank you so much. That was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. It really feels like turning a new leaf. And I feel like for a long time, I just needed to figure out, like, when it came to my own content creation, what was I really trying to say? What was the audience? All of that stuff. And I was like trying for the longest not to pick like a niche. But now I'm like, okay, I think I understand my niche. I understand my message. I understand all those things. And I think I'm more excited than anything. So it always feels good to like have, you know, a little passion project, side hustle that you like bring back.
This is not a passion project. This is your purpose.
Yeah, it do be feeling like that. Like, this is more than, you know, like, this is me. Like, this isn't just a piece of me, but it's like, so I'm really excited. And I think for the longest time, I was just someone that really didn't want any parts of the girl boss narrative because I was like, ew, like,
yeah,
I'm not trying to climb no corporate ladder. I'm not trying to, you know, overwork myself, whatever that meant for.
That was not written in the stars for
quote
us.
unquote girl boss. But when you do find something that you're passionate about and you do find like a community that like is receptive to your message, it's just really important to hold on to that community.
It's me. I'm the community.
Yes,
she's holding on to
the
me.
Community. Yeah.
Just kidding. Black Girl Flow community loves this for you.
Yeah. So that's the energy that I'm bringing in to October.
I love it.
What energy are you bringing in?
Well, I will be finishing up a vacay with my family. Going to Hawaii to celebrate my mama.
Mm-hmm.
So I think hopefully that's like really restful and relaxing and like
rejuvenating.
Tranquil. Yeah. So I'm excited because it's like I have only been once and like just I'm taking a whole week off of work again because that's really the vibe. And I think it'll just kind of level set into being a good headspace for the new year and like all the coming holidays and all that good stuff. So excited to have that like alone time.
If there was like one word to describe your 2022 experience from now until like from January, what do you feel like the theme has been for you this year?
From this point, like from the beginning of the year to now.
Since we're almost like gonna be wrapping up 2022 soon.
Yeah.
What
are we gonna go off of like what I genuinely think or what the pattern told me?
What you genuinely think?
I think it's just been like it's been a lot of growing. Like I always say this, my life like rapidly expanded in all capacities. So it's just like a season of making new space.
But isn't
Filling up
like
the space.
it feels like even more intense than previous years, because I feel like each year we're growing, each year we're making space.
For sure. But you can think about it like every phase of a metamorphosis of a butterfly. Sure, there's evolution, but at some point you like quite literally burst through because there's no more room for you in that like cast. So sure, yeah.
Do
but
you
some growth, some spaces you outgrow in your growth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you consider yourself the
y'all,
butterfly?
I hope y'all really caught that. She tried to play me for a second.
No. Do you consider yourself the butterfly?
No.
Like you don't feel like you like kind of.
That was just a visual to help you.
I was hoping that you were gonna say, yeah, no, like I really do feel connected
like
to
Mariah
butterflies.
Carey connected to butterflies. She loves butterflies.
Well, it sounds like growing pains, but growing up, if you will. Y'all see what I did there?
No.
Yeah. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah. So,
but y'all, as the season, is just getting crispier and we're getting into our spooky vibes. Y'all already know. And
it's getting cold.
You already know that Black Twitter is already taking applications.
We're late
for cuffing season. Okay. If you don't know what cuffing season is, it's the season of time where, the troops get ready to find themselves a man with certain qualifications. Okay. Some of these qualifications could look like participating in spooky season vibes with their, partner, being a cuddle buddy to just keep them warm during these cold winter nights. And the season primarily ends up lasting approximately, I would say,
anywhere between now and the start of Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I think Valentine's Day is a marker for a lot of people. Like, oh, are we going to continue?
Finish line.
I would say probably April feels more like the finish line because people are really about to get ready for summer and they're like, nah, I don't need you anymore and I'm on my summer vibes.
I just don't know a lot of people who met somebody during cuffing season and lasted past Valentine's Day.
Because then the facade is over and you realize that your sneaky link not actually about to take you to a 5-star restaurant and go out to dinner.
You nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not even going to front. And I have to tread lightly into this conversation because as y'all know, I've been cuffed. And so,
Sister Lexi, what do you have to bestow upon us single girls getting ready for cuffing season?
My thing is that I didn't know we were still doing this.
What are you see, this is the disconnect, and this is literally why it's like
I knew I was gonna get dragged for this, y'all.
You're like, I'm gonna tread lightly. I didn't realize women were still trying to find a man to get their booty rubbed on during the winter months.
No, because hear me out. From my vantage point on the interwebs, the trolling and the trash talking of men has been so intense for the past year.
Oh, so y'all thought we were done.
So I thought we were sticking to our loyals and we were like, we're on strike this cuffing season. But boy, oh boy, has the script flip where people are like, nah, man, I'm still taking, I can trash you and still take some applications. Yeah. And that's where I was like, wait, so it's not even that I'm out of touch. I just thought the narrative was set, but it was like, we flipped the script and I just can't keep up.
It's funny.
So how do you see that?
I think that it's interesting because even as we were talking about the celibate girlies and how we're focusing on ourselves, I think I've seen a couple of celibate girlies still try to,
sneak into cuffing
season, which I think is doable. Just because you're cuffed with someone doesn't mean that, you got to give them anything. But it's I think it's kind of divided between the celibate girlies that are like, nah, I still need to cleanse my energy from the last man, or the last person, versus feeling like, okay, I'm ready to have some fun, or this is really gotten to a point where mama hasn't been touched in a minute, so we gonna have to figure out some arrangements. You know what I'm saying?
Not some arrangements.
That's how it feels. I feel like for me personally, I was a big cuffing season person. I think I've always awed at the at the idea of cuffing season because it's
so romantic.
Facts. It's not even just that
y'all hear it in her voice. She's literally
as we should.
I might have been daydreaming about, sharing a chai latte while picking out a pumpkin with my mans.
Maybe that might have come up in my
and then
journal.
I get cold and he tosses his, camel colored
jacket onto my shoulders as I,
as the winter leaves
we wait
fall.
for our Uber XL
it's
to
giving
pull up.
somebody reads too much.
Listen, I'm a hopeless romantic. I've always awed at the idea of cuffing season. This year, I will not be participating in cuffing season.
That's what I need to know. Ladies, are we doing this or are we not doing this? How does this align with what we see for ourselves?
As a collective. Are you ready to join the troops?
Well, because I need to know. I need to know if I need to be reading some applications on behalf of some girlies to make sure that we still got the right ones, or if we're just, closed for business. Because, a season of hibernation, you maybe could speak on it too, of like why you're choosing to be like, nah, I think I'm good. But sometimes like a good winter, by yourself can teach you a lot, because it's like winter is a little bit more inside, a little bit more cozy, a little bit more restful. So
yeah, it's giving hibernation vibes.
Yeah, talk to us. What's your reasoning?
I mean, I think that brings up a really good point, because I think for me personally, this theme of 2022, I've been saying it has been you season, focusing on me, really just a huge year for self-discovery and understanding my purpose. Why am I here? I've just asked that to the universe over and over and over again. And for a minute, especially like when I moved up here, I had a huge like yearning to be in a relationship. I just felt like, I think it was mixed in
heat multiple times.
Oh, I was in heat, y'all.
I saw.
You saw it firsthand, right? And I think it was a mixture of a lot of different reasons. For one, living with a whole full-blown couple.
Oh yeah.
It being in my face all the time. It's like, you start to question, like maybe like, should I find someone? 2, being lonely, like moving up here and wishing that, you had someone to explore that with. 3, the psychic that I had met with, both psychics were like, you're going to meet you have a potential to meet someone in June, or, from now until like the next 2 years, you're going to meet someone. And so I was just like on edge, and I felt like really in heat. But even with like in hindsight now, I know that I wouldn't have really been able to make the right amount of space for the person that came into my life. I understand that like my mom has always been like, either you're growing with someone or you're growing apart from someone. And I think, for people that have been in a relationship with someone, they're able to recognize all of the seasons of life where they've been able to grow with someone. Given the stage of my life, I'm not sure if, since it was such like a integral part of like my identity, I'm not even sure if I would have been able to make that amount of space for someone to really come in like in a cuffed manner where I'm able to like devote the amount of attention that I wanted towards them. But now I think probably by the end of the year, January, I'll probably maybe I think probably by next summer, I'll be like actually ready to participate in cuffing season.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I think everybody needs to just take a little bit of an inventory of their, like what they're really looking and vibing with, because based off of the timelines I've been seeing on social media, like there's a lot of vetting, like applications. If you're putting in your application now, you're already late. Like it takes a lot of energy to cultivate and be in that space with some people. And some of us have that space and time right now. And some of us don't. And so it's like, you got to be really real with yourself for a second of like, to your point, maybe not right now, but in a couple of months, maybe like I want to get to that place where I can put time and effort into that. Because I think it's a beautiful process. We all know that like I love the idea of just like sharing really good quality like experiences with people, regardless of like the title
status.
Yeah, exactly. So if anything, cuffing season is definitely one that I endorse over the other like very cliche romantic seasons. So it's like, if you got it and it's working for you, then like do it. Like get your little snow day buddy. Like I think if we learned anything through COVID is that like, having good company during that time can make a world of a difference.
Can either make or break you. I think it's so funny because we talk about the idea of making friends as an adult being hard, But finding a man in these streets is even worse. I mean, there is a sassy pandemic of men roaming the streets right now.
Yeah.
They are sassier than ever, and they feel like they are the prize. And it's
Do you have personal experience with this?
Oh, I have.
What do you
so
mean
much
when you
experience.
say sassy?
Like, they have an attitude, not in a witty, like, funny way, but like
not in anything that's attractive.
Like, they just have an attitude, and they feel like they are the prize, and that women should, you know, kind of conform to treating them in that kind of way.
Yeah.
And that's just something that
So how do we, if girls are taking applications, how do you avoid, what should be some of those qualifiers on the application to try and avoid this sassy
man? I don't know if you can avoid it. I think it's like everywhere. It's just about using your own discernment on how much sassiness you can
ladies,
deal with.
Beware. This is a spooky season, isn't it?
Oh, it's spookier than ever. And I
She's
think
like, this
at
is
the end
not
of the
a
day,
game.
everyone should have their own like requirements for what they really feel like are deal breakers within their own relationships. And what they really look for in an ideal partner. It's all about living that intentional lifestyle and making sure that you're attracting the right people. And there are so many people that have not even had the experience of, you know, even participating in cuffing season or dating someone. And I give them a lot of kudos, because I feel like when you haven't come across the right person that, you know, it matches your vibration, like so many people, they lower their vibration to match someone so that they can get their booty rubbed in the wintertime, and they can like, just have that masculine energy. And I'm not knocking that, but like,
we literally see that on Married at First Sight. Yeah,
you don't need to ever bring down your vibration. So I think it's all about understanding who you are so that you can make space for someone else. And sometimes when you end up in the relationship, or you end up with a partner that you felt like they match all of these characteristics, you realize, hey, like, that maybe that's not something that I actually want. And it's all like a self-discovery process. So I'm enjoying my own self-discovery process. I don't think I need, you know, romantic masculine energy mixed in the bunch, but I am wishing the girls that are like finally ready and understand who they are and are inviting that energy in to just, you know, really make sure that you're clear on what you want, and that you're not, you know, compromising yourself in any kind of way.
A whole PSA,
ladies. You heard it first.
A PSA to the ladies. And you know what? If you make it with your little sneaky link cuffed buddy past Valentine's Day, we're going to have you on the show.
Listen.
Because we're going to need you to tell everybody else.
$500 on Lexi. Lexi will personally pay anyone if you can show us proof. And she'll even throw in an extra $200 if you were the person that shot your shot. Yep.
You would go and try and find one just for that. For that.
Y'all, people be sliding in the DMs. They will. I'm sure we will be able to find somebody.
I know. I really do want to hear. I want to hear a success story. All that is saying, like, I want those who are out here like that. And if you're not, and you're wanting to just cultivate the community, be on your girl tribe, your girl vibe, then we're also here for that always, because your girl's out of the game, and
you let us know every single episode. Thank you. Listen, I think and I am reminded every single day.
How long do we think Olivia was sitting on that one?
How long will I take before I'm just... Listen, we're actually already a throuple. Like, it's fine.
We've moved from... At first, I was dating both of
Sister
y'all.
wives.
And now we're a throuple. And I'm really excited, too, because even just talking about this and knowing that, like, after Halloween is Thanksgiving and after Thanksgiving is Christmas. But I'm like, oh, my gosh. We're going to have, like, a Christmas tree in the house. And, like, we're going to get to do, like, the holidays together. So
matching pajamas for everybody?
So you're actually...
Are you guys going to... I really am going to hold you to that. Okay? That's what we're going to do.
She's going to replay this episode for me.
I am.
We're all in
when I'm
season.
snuggling with you and he's like, ladies, And I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
You would sabotage and give him like the wrong pair of matching pajamas and be like,
I would not. I mess with you, boy.
Aw.
But sooner than later, I'm gonna be having my own man, and then we'll all be able to really
I'm
come
waiting
together.
for it. I'm thrilled.
You think you're waiting for it? I'm really the person that's waiting for it. Shout out to all the people that have roommates, and the roommates are cuffed.
Yeah.
Support group.
That's what it is.
Woo! Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us on this episode. Again, we love kikiing with y'all. Everything is just light and fun. I feel like we've been showing so much of our like inner personality on these episodes and stuff. So if you enjoy the kikis, please make sure to, hit us up on Instagram. Let us know your cupping stories, and shooting your shot stories, all of the things.
Good luck out there,
Good
ladies.
luck to the troops, and we will see you guys next time. Peace, love, blessings.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.